What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? I'm back and I'm doing a quick tutorial. I'm gonna first start off with my quick guideline, real quick. I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna do a burst fade. A burst fade, I believe he's doing a low or mid burst fade with a comb over, but he's growing out the top. So what I'm gonna first do is I'm gonna use my LI FX low Babulous Chameleon trimmers, and I'm gonna set that first guideline. It's like a rainbow. This haircut's like a rainbow around the ear, just going from light to dark. Take your time. The first guideline's always, the set for the whole haircut. This haircut right now, I'm doing a different type of recording. I have the stand right in front of me, so if it looks like I'm kind of awkward or I'm doing it over, it's because I have it right in front of me, like if it was a GoPro. So first I do is set this guideline. After that, I'm gonna want to take my balders and just met my first other guideline, which is setting the bald guideline right under the trimmer guideline. And if you do it correctly, you can like blend it with the balders, so the balding section with the other section with the trimmers will blend perfectly. After, I'm gonna set my third guideline with the clipper all the way open. I don't know why, but this is my favorite guideline just to always set. It always makes me feel, it's always satisfying to just flick out. So I'm gonna use my JRLs, and I'm gonna start flicking at the line. You can see I'm going notch by notch and just tapping at the line the whole time, just tapping away, taking my time. There's no need to rush. Don't forget to bend the ear or, go around things. It's a lot easier. I remember when I first started cutting hair, I wouldn't go bend behind the ear, and it would just make it difficult. Now, I've done a burst fade tutorial. This one's different because what I'm doing is I'm going from the highest number, which is going to be my 4 open, and I'm going to fade down. Yes, fade down. I normally set my guidelines and fade up, but today I wanted to challenge myself. So I said, hey, Abe, let's take our time instead of going super fast, and let's fade down and try and keep the bulkness. Now, this isn't one of my strengths, so it's always good to practice your weaknesses. I did have a slowish day today, so it was perfect. So you can see I'm just going notch by notch, closing the guard, trying to get that, just not even trying to get that line out, just soften the guideline out. We're going to take our sweet time now. Shout out to my boy Aldair. He's been my client since the old barber shop. I want to say right before the pandemic. So since 2019, 2018. And he followed me for the old shop to this shop. So yeah, just see I'm just softening up everything, taking my sweet time. No rush. I think this video is like 18 minutes long. I think the haircut took at least an hour 15. Yeah, once you fade down and try and get that bulk and keep it there, it's kind of hard. You have to be really tedious with what you're doing with this type of fading. All power to the barbers that know how to do it and like doing it. For me, it's more of a hassle. So right now I'm gonna have the other clipper. I believe this is the 1.5, and I'm just going all the way down from the 4. I started fading down to the 3, then fading down to the 2, and now I'm at the 1.5. And see, as you can see, it's just softening up. Now, what I did do is just go back. What you guys don't see is I do the whole haircut in the beginning from the 4 and then fade all the way down, all the way to the 0 guard and start flicking out. But there was a lot of blemishes or hard guidelines, so I went back while you guys weren't seeing, and I just touched up all the imperfections. So now I'm using my 1 open and just lightly touching that line. Like I said, there's no rush. Take your time. Fading down instead of fading up is a lot harder because when you fade down, there's no erasing that guideline. The first initial guideline, the bald guideline, it's harder to take, so you're stuck with a certain type of percentage. You're stuck with just half, so it's a little bit more difficult. You just try to squeeze in a fade. To all my barbers, you guys know what I'm talking about. So now I have my half guard, my 1/16th, and just again lightly tapping at that line, just softening it up. Funny, I normally don't fade down, especially when I'm doing a burst fade. But hey, you got to push yourself and get out of your comfort zone. I do get bored sometimes doing the same haircuts all the time, so it's fun to just switch up the style of how you cut and get the same result. You can fade up, you can fade down, you can start with the top of the hair, you can start with the facial hair, but at the end of the day, you always get the same result, and that's just a blessed haircut by me. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing like I did my first guideline, my bald guideline, and now I have my 4 open, and I'm just again softening up the line. Nothing crazy, notch by notch. I like these JRLs because they have notches, so I can just go down little by little and just start taking some of that bulk off. Funny about this is I was not expecting for him to get this haircut. Lately, he's just been getting a comb over with the ball fade. He just, he wanted to try something that he used to do back in the day, and I'm glad that he got out of his comfort zone. Right now, I have the 3 open, and again, I'm just softening up that line. You can already see kind of that rainbow shape in this angle. Just gently softening up. Don't rake, don't go up and down. Remember, once you go up, scoop at the line. Take your time. If you're a veteran barber and you know how to skip steps, then hey, skip those steps. You know what you're doing, but for everyone else, just keep going little by little. Now I have that 1 open, and I'm just flicking at that line. I'm just softening up the guideline, nothing too crazy. Fun fact about me and Aldair, we used to go to the same gym, so there would be a couple times where we get a good workout in. We're roughly around the same height and weight, but my upper body was a little bit stronger than his, and his legs were a little bit stronger. Ever since I had this baby, he just overpassed me. He's keep doing his thing. I'm proud of him. As you can tell, I'm still softening it up with that 1. There's that half guard or the 1/16th. And you see me just flicking. You can't see it right now, but I'm just using the left side of the corner, and I'm using the right. Just little by little. I like cutting his hair because he does have brown, dark hair, and it is a lot. And because he has more of a lighter skin complexion, the bald guideline to the brown, dark hair, it really pops. So this haircut always, even if it's not a burst fade and maybe it's a bald fade or a taper, whatever the case is, it always looks good. So just softening up that line little by little. Want her to go back. Just showing you guys. Just keep touching the line. Just keep softly touching at it. Just soften it up. There's no rush. Like I said, I go back at the haircut and just start seeing other blemishes. Start taking those lines out. No rush. Keep tapping away. There's a lot of barbers that ask me, hey, I use the 2 guard, and I couldn't use the 1.5 to get that guideline. There's still a guideline. Sometimes you push that guideline up and you just have to go with a lower guideline. So if you have a 2, then you're supposed to use the 1.5 to get that guideline out, and it's still a little bit of a line. Use the 1. It doesn't matter. All right, this is my favorite part. I'm hitting them with the level 3 holding spray. It's hairspray, but we use it for like the lineup. So all we're doing is just going to touch his mustache. I'm using the slimline with the GTX blades. These kind of did not hit. I just did a clipper review about them. I believe this video is going to come out first, and then after I'm going to do the clipper review for the slimline. So check those out. But these, I adjusted them. I did whatever I could, and they weren't having it. You see, I switched them up to my LIs. And all I'm doing is going back to the haircut. Just any little detail that I missed out, I'm just going back at it. So I'm just flicking out. I'm using my 1/16 guard just to get at it. Now, y'all let me know. You guys like fading up or fading down? I think my favorite part about cutting hair is not just the fades, but connecting the beard with the haircut. You guys know me. I always have a beard, so it's beard gang all the way. Anyone that sits in my chair, if you can grow facial hair, you know I take the beards extra serious, and I make them extra crispy for y'all. You can't have a fresh haircut with just a bummy beard. So all I'm doing is just softening it up. I believe that's the 2 guard. Now I'm going with the 1.5 open and just lightly softening up that guideline. I hope you guys like this part. Super satisfying. All I'm going to do is just, he has his sweater on. Clients, please take your sweaters off. He didn't have a shirt under because he just came back for the gym, which is fine. But half of you guys are just lazy. Take it off because the haircut does not come out good. So all we're doing is just softening up this guideline. He wanted it round. It's round at the back of the neck. Nothing too crazy. I'm using my LIs, Babyliss. I got the blue FX blades on these ones. I like these. These go crazy. Now I gotta get the other side. You can see I'm trying to pull his hoodie down. The bottom of my trimmers keep just bumping into him. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Clients that wear their hoodies or the ones that keep looking at the mirror. Oh yeah, those ones suck. Every 2 seconds trying to look at the mirror, see if I cut them right. Little by little. I'm going to do the other side, just tapping it away. As you can see, I'm fading back down. I usually fade the beards down. It's weird. I don't fade it up. I usually fade them down. It makes sense to me more. Taking some bulk off the mustache with the 1 guard closed. That's the 3 guard closed, and all I'm doing is just softening up that guideline. I'll go back with the 2 open. Right now, this is the 1.5. Softening it up little by little. I have the 1 open, and I'm just closing the notches. Y'all let me know. Y'all like this haircut so far? Throw a thumbs up if you guys like this haircut. Beard gang. You see him? Crispy. Like I said, if you're a barber and you don't have facial hair, and a client comes in asking for a beard, I don't know, bro. Like, how can I trust you if you don't even have a facial hair? See, as I'm going back, just going back to any little small detail. It's just a different angle. Me just relining them up. Take your time. There's no rush. There's always people trying to rush a haircut or get frustrated and just give up and just leave it as is. And we're almost done. All we're going to do is going to line up my boy Aldair real quick. You see me, beard gang. Remember, stretch the skin. Remember, don't go side to side, always up and down. Shout out to Big John. I think I've said it multiple times. He's the one that gave me that straight razor I wanted at barber school, and I've always used it ever since. Y'all let me know what team you guys want. Over here, we're from the Bay. We like the 49ers. I know. Let me know what team you guys go for. Crispy. Again, using the corner of the blade. No rush. Take your time. Everything always needs its own detail and precision. Don't forget. Don't skip steps. Take your time. Never rush. If you're a veteran, go crazy. But these are more haircuts for beginners, so you guys know what to do. Y'all tell me what I do. I barred him. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I barred him or if I did not bar him. If he looks bunk or not. I think he looks crispy. Beard gang. In there like swimwear. Come on, y'all. Quit playing with me. It does this. Oh, yep. So now just clean up the back of the neck. Nothing too crazy. Just getting him nice and ready so he can go. Believe he was ready to go out. He was going to go watch a movie, have a little date. Could be mistaken. Well, if you guys like those stickers on my mirror, let me know. I got extra. This is Blessed by Abe. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.